Hi friends, this is Sunil Kashyap back once again for discussing second type of temporal table, which is application temporal tables. So in part 1 we have discussed STT. So those are system period temporary table. So in system period temporary table, uh, whatever changes are done in your base table, those are get recorded into the history table. So that was a thing that we have tested, and in this part 2 I am going to discuss about ATT. So ATT is application period temporal table, which is also known as business period application temporal table. Okay, so in uh, next part 3, I will be discussing bitemporal table, so that is also known as BTT. Okay, so let's see where we can use this ATTs, application period temporal tables. So what are the best applications where we can use this ATT? So uh, any application where we need to track effective dates with business time, those are the perfect application for implementing ATT. So uh, with the help of ATT we can do time travel query. So time travel queries are the queries by which we can query our data in past. So we can have some value of the past, uh, and we of course we can query our present data, and even with the time travel sorry query, we can query the future data also. So we will see this in our testing. So uh, I will test and I'll show you. So let's take a few examples so where we can use ATT. So suppose there is a product that might have been priced $45 for 1 month, and for another month that is 50 buck. So in such type of application, ATT can be implemented. And or if we take some another example, let's say a credit card may have an interest rate of 16% for 1 year and 18% for the next year. So such applications are the uh, good choice where we can manage some specific period range with different values. So wherever we are having such type of criteria, so those will be perfect for implementing ATTs. So by implementing ATT we can avoid complex coding. So if we are avoiding complex coding, our databases, our application will perform better. So in term of performance, user will be benefited. Okay, and complex coding can be avoided by using simple features of temporals. Okay, so uh, as I am saying that we can query our data in uh, past, present and future. So time travel query, uh, for querying such type of data, IBM has introduced a few clauses. So those are also known as period specifications also. So IBM has introduced three uh, three clause. First is for system time as of. So this is a clause by which we can get the value of some product as of some date or time. Okay, so next one is for system time from period to period. So this give us some range. So by whatever value we are going to write before or after, that will be the time range. Okay, so whatever value, whatever date we are going to write before to, that will be work as a inclusive. So DB2 will include the result of that particular date, and whatever date we are going to write after 2, so the results for that particular date will be exclusive. Okay, so the next or third type of this period specification clause is for system time between period and date and date. So here also we can use some defined period for querying your data. So whatever we are going to write any date before and after the date, both will be inclusive. Okay, so IBM recommend to use second one if we want to query the range. So because the way internally between and from work, so I believe from the second one work better. So in term of performance, we can get the better result with the by using the second one for system time from period to period. Okay, and in term of coding, the if application required that we need to whatever date we are writing after 2, that if that is a requirement of application that date should be inclusive, then in query then we need to add 1 plus 1 day. By using such technique, we will be able to include one more day in our query, and we'll be able to get the better performance. Okay, so I will be showing you all of these. So let's go in the system for testing. Okay, so it's sleeping. Just a minute. Okay, so everything is tested here. Let me clear the system. Okay, let's see what all tables we have. Okay, so these are these two tables we have used in our first part for testing STT. So now we need to create table for our ATT. So like part 1, I have DDL and insert update ready. So let's see. Let me show you my system period table first to see what all temporal table we have. Okay, so we are having only one table, employee, and employee list is mapped with the employee. So and period type is saying S, so S means STT. So now we need to create a table for our ATT. So I have the DDL ready. So if you see, here is the DDL. So here ID, VIN, N1 mileage, rental car, coverage amount, business start, business end. So these are the application columns. So we are not going to define any system column in this BTT type of for ATT type of tables. Okay, so here this is period. We are This period is going to manage the business start and business end date. So that's why in this period we are using this business time. For business time we are using bus start and bus end date. So apart from the columns, we are also uh, creating a primary key on first column ID and business start and business end column. So this period, business start or business end, so this will be in the focus for next few minutes. So we will be notice, or we will be doing changes over this period, whatever we are going to uh, insert the values in this period. So we'll see. So let's do a quick testing. Okay, so let's create the table first. So table is created. Let's see the columns. Let's describe. Okay, so table is created and table is empty. Okay, so let's insert some data. So data is inserted into this table. Let's browse the data. Okay, so this data is here. I'll be discussing this first. So just a sec. Okay, so in this table we are having 4 records. First 2 record where ID equal to 1111. This belongs to one policy, and in this if you see the first row where we are having annual mileage 10,000, car rental is allowed, yes, and coverage amount is about 0.5 million, and for this policy start date is 1/1 uh, 2010 2010, and for end date for this policy is 1st January 2011. Okay, so there is another policy created with the same ID, where we are having same number of same number for mileage, and even car rental is allowed, and but coverage amount is more than this point 0.5 million. So here we are having 0.75 million, and bus policy start date is 1st January 2011, and there is no end date for this policy. So this date is the date, the maximum date supported by DB2. Okay, so so let's focus on this policy only. So let's see this data only. So we are going to play on this policy 1111 only. So let's think our company decided, somehow company decided we want to restrict the car rental thing. So but if they restrict the car rental, then they will be adding some amount for in coverage amount. So they want to do it for some specific period only, maybe 1 or 2 months. So 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 let's see, if this is the case, how we can implement that range and other attributes of data in our this table with the ranges. So as now company want to restrict or stop the car rental for some period, so we need to see how we can do. So I have we need to update data in this table, so whatever criteria is. So let's see, I have one update ready. According to this update, company want to increase the coverage amount to 0.9 million, and they want to restrict the car rental thing for this policy 1111. If you see this update, first and last two lines are the if you just ignore the second line, this line, so rest all three words are the same as we use with our normal update query. So but as here we are going to deal with a period range, so that's why I am going to update some specific amount of period or range only. So here I am using the special key special clause for period. So here I am going to use from and to, and you know, in from and to, this date will be inclusive, and this date last this 2010 901, so that will be exclusive. So in actual it is going to update the data from June 1st June 2010 to 30th 31st October 2010. Okay, so that is the meaning of inclusive and exclusive here. So if you see in our this table, we are having just 2 rows, and I want to update this this ranges with company requirement. So let me run this. So one record is updated. So let's see how many rows we are having in this table, and okay, so two rows two rows are splitted into four. So second one, this this is a new row inserted. So this is the business requirement that we updated in this table. So for the policy, for the policy 1111, where annual mileage still this 10,000 and car rental is stopped, and coverage amount is increased for this specific amount of period, 1st June 2010 to uh, uh, 1st September 2010. So this row is a new row, and if you just concentrate on the first row, this is splitted. So this is splitted because uh, the time here, the business start is starting from 1st January 2010 and is stopped on 6th July 1st 2010. So because we have inserted a new new attribute for this defined period, so that's why this range is got splitted. So that's why we have one the second row is a new one. So first one is splitted, this one, and again, so this data is continuing from here on 9/1/2010 9/1/2010 to 1/1/11. So this is got splitted, and this is the another row which is not affected by our update. Okay, so by using such period, or by using the ATT, we can define ranges for value for different type of periods. So this is something uh, uh, we can manage, or we can see that our data for our past, the future, and of course the present, by using the three special uh, period clauses or specifications. So if you want to see uh, the data uh, for time traveling, so we need to query. So let's see, I have some queries ready. Okay, so this query is going to fetch the coverage amount. So this is going to fetch coverage amount for business time as of only this day. So let's see, let's run it. Okay, so it is saying 50,000. Sorry, 0.5 million. Because if you see this date, this particular date lie where in our ranges, we have these four defined ranges, this and this. So let's see where it come. 2010 12 1, 2010 12 1. So not here. So this is coming here uh, in the third row, so that's why it is showing coverage amount 50,000. So let's use another special uh, period clause. So let's say DB2 select coverage amount from policy. So let me write it. So I am going to use another clause from this date to another date. So let's say 2011 03 sorry 0101. Sorry, yes, okay. So if I want to query this range, uh, December 1st 2010 to uh, 2011 of 1st January. So 1st January will be excluded. So let's see the result. So as 1st January is excluded, so that's why we fall into the first range. So if we use in place of from, if we use between this and this, so the this amount, this time will be inclusive when we use this keyword between. So we'll be going to get different data. See this, because this specific amount of this period lies in two rows, so that's why we got two rows. So here it clearly tell us that between is with the between clause, the period written after the end is inclusive, and while we were using from clause, so whatever date we have defined after 2, that is exclusive. So but I already told you that IBM recommend to use this from to clause because query work better, they give us good performance. So it is internal coding that IBM decided for between and from. So we need to manage our application the dates accordingly, or even we can use plus 1 day if we want to use from to clause. Okay, so I believe I am done. So let's see if I have something else. Okay. Okay, if I can tell you one thing, note, so that I have in this slide also. So how do that let me show you. Yes, Okay, so here while we are saying select star from policy for system as of particular day. So how DB2 interpreted that? So sorry. So first of all, that the date whatever we have written in as of clause, that is converted into timestamp. So if you just see here, the date this is converted to timestamp like this: 2010 12 1 0 0 0 0 0. And the query retrieve all rows from the base table policy that were inserted at or before this timestamp and have not been deleted or updated. Those rows were current then and are still current rows, and they matched to the temporal predicate. And whatever data is there in history table, by using these special clauses, period clauses, we can union that data into the query. So this is something that DB2 is doing internally by using these three uh, period period clauses. So okay, so I have one more slide in which I want to tell you that if you have the tables in which you have a business start and end date, and if you use those application column for managing your period, that is not advisable, or that is not good. It will be better if you use separate columns like system time column for managing these period. So we will be having the same kind of queries or data, but you will be able to understand your data better if you use two extra columns in ATT also, as we defined those column in STT. So thank you. That's what I have for this part 2. Soon I will be coming back for discussing final bitemporal, and in that I might be discussing some more things regarding the temporal feature. Thank you.